Welcome back, sports gamers. This is the Natural. We have another Madden title update. This one being the February title update, and it's a pretty short one. So it looks like the title updates are kind of slowing down in importance. And like I've said previously, there are no more player likeness updates. I know a lot of you guys have been looking for that, but that is done for the year. And they're gonna continue that next year to get any additional player likeness is up into the game. So starting off this with general stability improvements, added logging to track online desyncs. That's been a major issue, especially in the competitive community where they're actually having a ton of these syncs. But they make a dev note in here stating that the internal tracking shows that online desyncs are occurring at a very low rate when looking across online play. They realize that any desyncs impacting higher level online competitions have a big impact on play experience. We'll continue to work to drive down the rate, especially focus on competitive formats, and this tracking will help us identify the causes. So like I said, it was an issue in the competitive Madden Championship Series. They're having a amount of desyncs playing towards those series, and that's obviously a big deal because a lot of it's what they push, it's what they have on the streams, is what they have on TV programs about helping to kind of push as much as they can there. So going on to the next one, you can see that they have gameplay updates, and these are all tuning updates here. Have a number of those. The fumble risk added to ball carriers when using the spin move when hitting the back with a successful hit tackle, and that it kind of toned it down. They didn't tone down the spin move. It's still pretty nuts, but now they're trying to give a little more risk reward. So if you do that spin move and you get blown up, the ball has a better chance of coming out. Address an exploit allowing users to avoid the aggressive pass rush adjustment by sliding their line back and forth. But now after this patch, that they'll still jump off sides with shifting. But I still don't get the one that fact that with aggressive rush on, you can jump and they can hike and it still doesn't call penalty every time. Now that one's still there. Additional context added to matchup formula for catches in traffic. Logic added for taking into account additional defenders within proximity to either receiver on the catch point. Well, yeah, I thought this was already in the game. I mean, the more defenders around the receiver, they should be dropping it. I mean, that's just something already in. But dev note, this will change, will reduce the effectiveness of aggressive catches in traffic by respecting the impact of nearby defenders relative to both the receiver and the catch point. So yeah, especially this is I haven't seen this a ton in simulation mode, but in competitive mode, the aggressive catch I've seen some crazy catches and crazy in-game people just throwing it up in crowds and coming down with it. So decrease the facing angle exploit for strafe animation added in the previous update to fix a manual spy blitz. Yeah, this change was make it less likely for a user to get into a strafe when trying to cover a pass or pursue a ball carrier. This will force the defender the strafe of trying to blitz the QB from a spy or zone coverage assignment. So this is the one people were having issues with, where they were putting themselves on a spy or zone and then rushing through a sack of quarterback. They made a change to make that player strafe up, but then when that player started strafing up, that affected guys who weren't trying to do that. And I've said different things where I was trying to get to the backfield and my guy strafing. So this was a kind of a fix to an adjustment, a fix to stop people using exploits. It kind of was a side effect. Because with this thing, anytime you change something, it has a chance to break or affect other systems in the game. So special teams fix the issue preventing a touchdown from always being awarded on fake punts and fake field goals when the snap receiver was the one who scored the touchdown. Wow. This also fixes issues with PS4 players having encountered in skills trainer regarding touchdowns not always being awarded correctly. Yeah, that's a good one. Catching fix the issue that could sometimes result in the player not being ruled down correctly when going to the ground. This led to some hilarious glitches and clips where guys would go into animations, go down, and then get up, and then not even like, and then like have a force field around them so you can't tackle them. So it says this will fix the most common occurrence of the bug. We have identified one edge case that's still possible, but far more rare. We're continuing to work on the fix for edge case and have resolved very soon. So at least they're keeping it real. At least they're, those dev notes are good. If they're accurate, it's good because at least they're saying, hey, we got some of it, but there's still some. We might see this again because nowadays there's a glitch, there's an issue, it's going up online like ASAP. It's going to be on social media. So pass coverage, but good to see that one fixed. So that was one of the stupidest, worst, probably the most bizarrest glitch that happens consistently I've seen this year. Pass coverage made additional improvements to cover four quarters. Trips logic in order to better defend certain pass route combinations. That was a good one. A lot of one-play touchdowns and kind of messing up with the quarters coverages. And shout out to Deuce Douglas and a lot of those guys who really do a great job breaking down the zone coverages like that. So I think I know that a lot of his commentary has led to improvements in the zone coverage in the game. So address the press animation issue with the curl flat defender in cover 3, which would occasionally lead to the defender not properly carrying out his pass coverage assignment. So yeah, that press animation would cause the curl flat defender not to play his keys as he's supposed to. So it's a good fix there, and hopefully they keep coming with the pass coverage improvements because there's still some one-play touchdowns, some issues there in pass coverage. So that's pretty much it for this one. Let me know in the comments below what you guys still have or still having issues with in the game, that glaring issues that for you is, things are still broken, still having problems with. So let me know in the comments below. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss the next Madden 19 update or any update, gameplay reviews. This is Natural. I'm out.